Hi class, welcome to Geology 1104 for fall 2020, Water, Mountains to Sea. I am Laura Mallard. I will be your instructor this semester for lecture. You either have Dr. Armstrong or Regal for lab. I want to go through our As You Learn site right now so that you have an understanding of the structure of the course. I'm running it all through As You Learn. And when you log into our As You Learn page, you must already have, because that's how you got to this video, you'll see that I have the semester really blocked off into 4 sections. They kind of coincide to a month-long sections: the geology basics, surface water, groundwater, and atmosphere, and then kind of the special outliers like our coastlines, glaciers, and then we'll end the semester with a good discussion of climate change. Okay, so in the start here, where you already have been, because that's how you got here, there's a couple of notes. The first one's about technology. You need to have some technology in order to do online courses, so read through that. You've got to be able to watch YouTube videos and open PDFs and look at Word files. And so if you don't have that capability, let's be in touch and figure out how to rectify the situation. So here you are watching the video. Great. And then I want you to look around the As You Learn site, click on everything, maybe not all the lectures, but familiarize yourself with the navigation of our site. Read over the syllabus and the other resources in the course and campus resources block. And then we will get started with our watery earth. In the first block there, I'll get to it in a second, but you'll see those are campus and course resources. And then we have what we're calling modules, and each of those is a block like the geology basics, the surface water, the groundwater, atmosphere, that organize the hydrologic cycle into sections. And each of those sections is going to have a couple chapters and then also 2 activities to go along with the content of those chapters. Great. Those activities will be mostly looking at digital resources and doing some kind of assignment or a simple quiz associated, or maybe a forum post associated with those digital resources. We are going to have exams. So after every block, module we'll call them, there's going to be an exam that's going to be on As You Learn. The exams are individually not cumulative, but when we get to the final, it will be cumulative, but it will rely heavily on the last couple chapters that end with climate change. Okay, you have to be able to do math to do the lab exercises. That's pretty standard for your science classes. If you have any accessibility issues, we'll work on that together and figure out how to get through that. Some of those are things like needing, for example, closed caption for YouTube videos. So we can work on that together. There is someone's running the lawnmower now. There's some accessibility information here at the App State link. Okay, so there's also an Ask the Professor link. So there's a forum. Well, I'll show you in a second, but you can ask me questions, and if you're a classmate knows the answer, maybe they will chime in on the forum. That would be great too, because I'll miss things, maybe in a day I'll see it. But if you see someone ask a professor, jump in there and answer their questions. That would be great. And also send me emails. Okay, so we're going to go back to the main menu. All right, so that was Start Here. Announcements. I will send you emails, and I'm going to do it through the Announcements tab. And so all the announcements from the semester will live in that Announcements tab. So you can't say, oh, I deleted that email, because they're all going to be right there. Okay, so the campus resources are here. There is a schedule for the course, and it looks like a lot. Oh my gosh, the lawnmower. It's fine. Let me pause. I'm back. I closed the door. Okay, so in here you will see those same modules: geology basics, surface water, pollution, groundwater, atmosphere, salty water, frozen water, climate change, with 4 blocks of content, modules. I'll try to use that word. And then within each module, there'll be a list of chapters. This is my dog. This is one of 3. This is Gizmo. She is dirty and just jumped on the couch. Go away. All right. You'll have chapters, and then this is date to watch. So I have those lectures provided for you as PowerPoints, but I'm also going to record them like this, going through the slides and talking you through that content. So you'll have a date to watch that content. And then you'll have 2 activities that are due throughout the course of that module. So for the first one, it's going to start on the first day of class and then end on September 2nd. You'll have 2 things due. I've actually got those ready for you. I'll explain them in a minute. You can go ahead and do them now. Then we'll have an exam, and that the semester will follow just like that. So that is really it for the course. You're going to also have lab. Oh, let me point out something. I'm going to color code this. This is a live Google Doc, and throughout the course, I'll refer to it, the water schedule. Water, I don't know, will become a better name, but I will color code it so that you will know what's due and what's happening. Stay off the couch. Okay, let me go. Where am I? Back here. The syllabus is here. I won't be there much, but I have an office in Edwin Duncan. If COVID times chills out, then I will be in my office some. I don't know. We'll see how that works out. I would like to be able to Zoom with you by appointment. So I'm also going to have set times where I'm available on Zoom, maybe during our class time. And we can talk about geology or whatever we need to. Dog number 2 is here. Come on, Scouty. Come here. I can't get her to come over, but come here, Scout. Come here. Oh, golly. Oh, where'd you go? There's dog number 2, also dirty. Hi, dog number 2. There's 3, so just wait. You'll see the other one day. Yeah. Hey, Scout. Oh boy, now it's a party. Everybody's dirty in my lap, and the lawnmower's running. Okay, so you can call that number. It's an 828 area code, and leave me a message that will ring in my office, which I won't be in very much. So call that number, and it'll record your voice, and I'll get an email with the recording of your voicemail. Email me all the time. I have an iPhone. I'm always checking my mail. Here's kind of an overview of the course. We're going to go through the basics of geology, rocks, minerals, volcanoes, and do that first. So you have a basic understanding of geology and the scientific method. First thing, Scout. Just to remind you that Scout. She's half Pyrenees and half Burmese mountain dog. Oh boy. Okay. So, yeah, then we'll pretty much follow around the hydrologic cycle. So that's kind of what this says. All right. Expectations. I haven't put those in yet. I will do that after I get done with this. We have 4 exams. Oh boy. They are 17% each. That gives us 68%. And then you have those activities and perhaps some quizzes and then some participation just to make sure people are engaged in the course. And then you have a lab with, again, Dr. Armstrong or Dr. Regal. So that will come in as 24% of your grade. Okay. The exams are on as you learn. They're multiple choice. There's some matching, true, false, maybe some very short answer. There's a lot of people in the course, so not too much, not an essay or anything like that. There are right now 8 activities, and you need to turn those in on time to get full credit. I'll give you down below a little bit more about turning things in late. There might be quizzes. I'll give you warning and not way in advance, but in advance if there's going to be a quiz. Okay, yep, lab. If you miss 4 lab meetings, you're going to fail the course. That's this one. You fail the whole thing if Dr. Armstrong or Regal tells me you weren't there 4 times. Okay, the due dates are pretty serious. I taught online in summer school, and I know if you took summer school or you were ASU in the spring, it was kind of a rushed thing, and we were all just getting through the semester, trying not to die. And now we're doing real thought through things and real courses. And so you have to turn things in on time. If you don't, you lose points. If they're late after 5 days, that's a 0 on that. And I'm not budging on that. In summer school, some people thought that due dates were just suggestions for when you could do the work, but that's not the case. It's when the work is due. So yeah, it's a 0 after 5 days, after a week. Okay. Exams are a 0 if you don't take them. You didn't take it. It's a 0. You didn't do it. Okay, so I'm pretty nice, but yeah, I don't want you to take advantage of that. So those are pretty set. That technology thing again, if it feels like a barrier, you may need to find for the internet, to find a place on campus maybe that has better internet. But be in touch, because we can figure that out and work together on that. I don't know where the secret spots are going to be on campus for good internet, but if there are some, we can talk about it. Academic Affairs has a web page I'm going to open, and the first thing on that page is you have to keep your face covered. So this course is hybrid, meaning that 90% of it is online and some percentage of it is face-to-face. I don't know what that's going to look like as the semester progresses. If it turns out that we feel safe meeting face-to-face, and the safety thing is there's a limited number of students who can be in the classroom. So there's 60 or 70 students in a class, so a third of us could meet at a time. But let's wait till we plan on all that. And if we do plan to meet, and I was thinking maybe like some exam review sessions would be a good way to use that time, then we have to wear a mask of some sort, a face covering, and you know that. So there's that. All right, don't cheat. The work that you do in this course should be your own work. Okay. If you have a disability of any kind, you really need to register yourself. Contact the ODR, the Office of Disability Resources, and we work together then to say give you extra time on a test, things like that. So you need to register in order to do that. Attendance. I expect you to, if I call a Zoom meeting, so we're going to have asynchronous lectures, which means we're not going to all be on Zoom lecturing together. There may be times when I say, this time you have to meet. And when I do that, if you can't meet, you need to tell me a really good reason why, because I will take attendance, and that would be when we would maybe have like a quiz that would be for a grade. So you need to pay attention to my emails and my correspondence in order to know when that's happening. Just check your email kind of thing. Okay. La da, ba da, ba da. There's always emergencies. Stay engaged in the course. Okay. All right. Late assignments. Well, there I did it again. All right. This 5 points a day. Does that say the same thing twice? Yes. Sorry about that. I will get rid of one of those. Okay. If you're not doing the coursework, I will email you because I can actually see every click you make in As You Learn. I don't know if you know that. I can also see how much time you spend on everything in As You Learn and the date you clicked it and what you clicked. If I notice that you're not engaged in the course, I will email you and say, what's up? You've got to stay involved in the course. If you don't respond to me and we don't come up with an agreement, then I will turn you in to the early intervention team. And they are the nicest people on campus, and they just want to make sure you're okay and figure out what the barrier is to you completing your work, right? And it might be that it's just not going to happen, and so you need to drop the course. Or maybe we need to help you find you better internet, or you just need to talk through your time management, or you have a job that's in the way, or kids or dogs or lawnmowers, whatever it is. If I turn you into EIT, it's because I'm worried about you. It's not because I'm mad. Okay. Diversity inclusion statement. Read through it. I'll read it to you because you may not. The Department of Geological and Environmental Sciences seeks to provide all of our students with a comprehensive education focused on hands-on learning through dynamic labs and field trips, carefully crafted experiments, and opportunities to engage in cutting-edge research. In order to provide a strong education that serves as a foundation for future career success, we are dedicated to nurturing a culture of openness and mutual respect, where all voices are heard. We, as the faculty and staff of the department, are committed to providing an inclusive environment in which there's no place for discrimination based on race, sex, ability, age, culture, sexual orientation, religion, or religious beliefs, or any other form of harassment or bias. Our diversity in all forms broadens our perspective, leads to the generation of new ideas and approaches to conducting science, and enriches our community. Please talk to any faculty or staff member in the Department of GES if there's incidents of discrimination, harassment, bias that we're failing to address. We hope this is a community that together will establish a more inclusive climate. And accessibility. That same as what we saw in the getting started. So if you need help with accessibility, we can get that too. All right, so I will erase the double late assignment things, and I will talk more about expectations. Are really just you've got to do the work and show up and follow along with the course and attend lab. So I'll put that into writing. Okay, go back to resources here. Campus resources. Sorry, this is getting really long. There's a lot of campus resources here, so if there's something you're missing, let me know. But resources on campus for you. La la la. Let's go back. Netiquette. Check that out. It's how to act online. Some people don't know. I mean, if you're basing how to act online on seeing trolls on Facebook, so that just tells you, you have to use good grammar and respect your peers, and to read through the netiquette. If I find out if I feel like there's some netiquette issues, I'll just refer you back to this netiquette. It's a PDF, but it'll open within As You Learn. This is the Ask the Professor forum. So if you have a question, you just click here and I'll answer it, or your peers might. Meet the instructor. That's me. I'm Laura. I have 3 dogs. I have a snake, a crested gecko, a herd of chickens and guineas, 2 kids, a husband, I will learn more as this semester progresses about me. There I am. Instructor interaction. So online is weird, right? How are we going to interact with each other and create a community of learning? So on Mondays, I'm going to always send you an email. Every Monday, look out for it. It might be Sunday night, but I'll try to schedule it for Monday morning and be like, okay, checking in with 11:04 lecture, see what's happening this week. So spell it all out for what's happening that week. Activities, lectures, quizzes, any Zoom meeting we might want to have. That'll all be on Monday mornings. Email is the best way to get in touch with me. Yeah, I'll reply to it within 24 hours. On weekends, I travel a lot. I might be moving soon, just changing houses, moving house to house here in town. So um, weekends are tough, and I have those kids and dogs. So I'm going to have some Zoom office hours during the week. I'm waiting to see what my kids' schedule is for the week with their teachers, I'm more flexible than they are. So I will set up Zoom office hours as soon as I know when my kids are Zooming, in case I need to be involved with that. And but I'm available for appointments all the time. So we'll figure out when that is. I'm going to record my lectures, but I'm going to offer up time for us to have discussions, so be on the lookout for that. Some of that will be mandatory, but if you can't be there, just let me know. But I want you to be there. But you have to tell me if you're not going to be there. And then some of it will maybe be optional, and I'll be clear with which kind of discussions are optional and which ones are you have to be at. And it will be during our course time. And I know that Fridays it probably won't happen because I already know some students have course conflicts on Fridays, and that's okay. So Mondays or Wednesdays we might meet during our course time. Okay. And then if it feels right and the semester gets going, and if it feels right, we'll have some face-to-face meetings, probably not till November, and only if we are allowed. Okay, so we're gonna have some forums, and I actually have a the Ask You Professor that we can ask questions about, assignment feedback. I'm trying to grade things pretty quickly. There's a lot of people, but I can do it in my pajamas, so I'll get through grades pretty quickly. Okay, I need to wrap this up because I'm already losing you, I'm sure. Okay, there's the Zoom link, but we won't worry about that right now. Let me close this. Okay. All right, so these blocks are just going to be the lecture material. So you can look at them right now. It's the static lectures right now, basically PowerPoints, but I'm going to record them like this, blah, 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 about the geology. So don't spend a lot of time. There's 4 of these blocks, and all the lecture material is already kind of sitting there. Same thing with exams. You can't see anything in there right now. I hid it from you, but that's where the 4 exams will live, in the exam block. And the activities, the first 2 are already live. The first one's just introduce yourself, read the instructions, and the second one is to watch a video that is linked here and read the instructions and ask me if you have any questions. I'll also email you about those first 2 activities, but they are not due for a while, 21st and 28th, but you can do them now. Go ahead, get it done, and I'll be posting the other activities soon. Okay, is that it? That gets us started? Gets us started with this semester, and I almost got to 30 minutes. Sorry about that. Okay, bye. I'm Laura.